Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Cover 2 podcast. As always, I'm host Lawson Turner, and let's dive into a record-breaking night that Caitlin Clark had last night. Last night, she sets the WNBA single-game record with 19 assists in a game. Although it was in a loss to the Dallas Wings last night, I wanted to talk about it because I recorded it and talked about when Angel Reese set the consecutive double-double record, and I was like, well, I think Angel Reese has overtaken the Rookie of the Year race ahead of Caitlin Clark. Now, with new information and new games and new stats and all this stuff comes out, I think I give myself a little bit of leeway to change my opinion and stuff like that. And to answer this question right here, has Caitlin Clark locked the race up? No, I don't. I do think she has retaken the lead over Angel Reese. Now, when you just look at records, their individual team success, they're one win apart. That's it. Now, Caitlin Clark, over the course of the entire season, she's at 17 points per game. If you, let's round up and round down because we like nice, whole, clean numbers. 17 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, which is first in the WNBA, and if you want to round up, 2 steals per game. But she's also leading the WNBA with 5.6. We like clean numbers, so let's just say 6 turnovers per game, which also, leads the WNBA. Now, she's third in minutes per game at just over 35 minutes per game, which is third in the entire WNBA. And whenever we like to talk about these discussions when it comes to like, oh, how have they played lately? When it comes to these races, it's a what have you done for me lately? So I wanted to take the last 10 games. Let's talk about the last 10 games. The last 10 games of Caitlin Clark's, of her season thus far, she's 5-5. They the Indiana Fever had back-to-back number one overall picks for a reason, and she's a fantastic player on a bad team. But once again, she's a rookie, so there's going to be growing pains. Do I expect her to continue with 5.5 to 6 turnovers per game for the entirety of her WNBA career? No, I don't. Over the course of the last 10 games, she's 19 points, 6 rebounds, 11 assists, and 5.3 turnovers with 37.7 minutes per game. There's only 40 minutes in a WNBA game. So the fact that she is sitting almost just 2 minutes per game, that's fantastic. Now, when you look at her efficiencies, is she the most, efficient player? No, because she takes a lot of 3-point attempts. And there's nothing wrong with it because I think the more she plays, and I knew the longer the season would, the further along she would go in the season, I felt like the better she would play. But yeah, like I mentioned, just over her past 10 games, she's had a 29 and 13 assist game. She's had the first triple double in WNBA history as a rookie. Last night she broke the assist record. So we're seeing a lot, and it seems like every week she's breaking records. And the reason why I decided a couple weeks ago to say I thought Angel Reese overtook the lead because I thought Angel Reese up to that point had played better more recently. And since then, it seems as if Caitlin Clark has just blew my take out of the water. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with, I have an opinion, you have an opinion on the matter. There's no one right way to think. And over the past 10 games, I think that Caitlin Clark has retaken it. And it's not to say that there's anything wrong with Angel Reese's game or anything like that. Well, as I mentioned in my Angel Reese video, they are rookies. It's going to be a process. But when you look at Caitlin Clark, and yeah, her turnovers are high, which was a alarming thing to me because she's a high usage player. She's an inefficient player from three. Obviously she has her ups and downs, but if you just look at the last 10 games, 2 for 9, 2 for 11, 2 for 7, 5 of 9, 3 for 12, 1 for 7, 2 for 10, 3 for 7, 5 of 9, and 4 for 8. So, there are some games in which she's, very highly efficient from 3. But, for as much shit as Angel Reese gets, Caitlin Clark has her struggle nights too. And I'm not one to, bombard it with hate. I'm more giving my opinion based off of the data and the play in front of me. And like I said, it seems as if every single week there's another record that Caitlin Clark breaks. But there's also a lot of things that Angel Reese does too. But this video is not about Angel Reese, and I don't want it to seem like it is. As I mentioned, has she locked it up? In my opinion, no, she has not. They're about to go on break for the All Star game or the All Star break and the Olympics and things of that nature. So I think the break will do both of these players good, and I love the fact that you know they're both All Stars. Does that mean they're the absolute best players in the WNBA? No, it doesn't. But I love seeing the growing pain. Do I love seeing players struggle and all this stuff? No. What do I mean by growing pain? They're rookies. So I'm not here to, bombard them with just, oh, they suck. They're not doing this. They're not doing that. She's inefficient here. She's turning the ball too much over there. Caitlin Clark has walked into the Indiana Fever and they have said, listen, the ball's going to be in your hand. You're going to be a very high usage player and she's doing the best that she can. And once again, she's a rookie, so let's not twist it as if she's playing like a 7-year vet. She's not. I think that she has retaken the lead when it comes to the rookie of the year race. But that doesn't mean that Angel Reese can't come out and whenever the WNBA returns go on another tear with consecutive double doubles. Now, do I think that she'll break the double double record in 2 stretches? No, I don't. But if both these girls continue to play well, I think that it's going to be a closer race than what Vegas or your odds maker or your casual people think. That's all my point, and I think that she's retaken the lead, and I'm excited to see how they continue to go back and forth through the remainder of the WNBA season. Well, that's all I have for you guys in this episode of the Cover to podcast. Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions in the comments section below. Do you think that this Rookie of the Year race is a lock? Do you think it's already over? And who do you have in the lead going into the WNBA regular season break? As always, thank you so much for watching this episode of the Cover 2 podcast. As always, for the Cover 2 podcast, I'm Lawson Turner, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.